Hello, have you been suffering stuttering in your Elden Ring Nightreign? Hoping that what I am going to provide to you guys today is going to fix the issue on PC. I've got a 4080 Super machine with 32 gigs of RAM. It's not a hardware issue. All my levels in terms of performance during playing the game are fine. I'm running max settings, and even if I turn it all the way down, I still get the stuttering. So there's a bit of an issue here. I'm sure the devs will eventually patch this, but for now, this is what I found worked for me. I know there have been a bunch of solutions offered up on Reddit, including things like rolling your GPU drivers back to enabling VSync, etc. So look, I'll share with you what worked for me. Essentially, it was all done through the NVIDIA control panel. I'm sharing it up on my screen here. Look, I'm not going to go through everything that I've got set up in my NVIDIA control panel. You guys can see the screen there, so you're more than happy. Just copy what I've got here. Probably just go over the key things that I have changed, which led to a performance increase and the stuttering gone. So we'll work through this here. Low latency mode is on. Max frame rate is off. Monitor technology, turn that to whatever your monitor technology is. So just one thing about this, guys, Elden Ring and all the other From Software games on PC run at 60 frames, so it's important that you get your monitor to the refresh rate of the game. So at 60 frames, right? Don't try to push it above that. 144 kind of won't work. Make sure your power management is maximum performance. Get the most out of that GPU. This is what I think fixed it personally. I have no proof. I could probably go test this, but this shader cache size. So there's a Reddit forum somewhere that talks about when you have these micro starters for 1 or 2 seconds, it's the game loading textures. And essentially each time it does that, the theory is that as your GPU will save it on the onboard memory, that it doesn't have to do it next time. So you shouldn't always have stutters and other bits and pieces here. So I'm finding that this shader cache size, setting this to unlimited, previously I think it was at like a few meg here. But yeah, controls the maximum amount of disk space the driver may use for storing shader compiles. So look, just set this to unlimited. I think that's the safest way here, unless you've got a low-end graphics card, and maybe you might need to optimize this, but worked for me. Texture filtering, clamp, high quality. Vertical sync, use the 3D application settings, so particularly important for something like Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3. You will notice in those games sometimes there is some screen tearing, so if it's using vertical sync in-game, it may get rid of that, may make it a little bit better. Look, that's it. These settings, I'll let you have a look at the rest of these. Just make sure that your actual refresh rate on your monitor is correct as well. Now, where is that? Oh yeah, set this to performance as well, which has got mine on. There is another setting, quality here, but you want performance working the best way it possibly can. Here we go, change resolution. So make sure your monitors are in its native resolution, but also in the maximum refresh rate that you've got as well for these. And that's it. Good luck. Hope it fixed it for you. I do think it's that cache size, that storing of rendering stuff in the game. But if it fixed it for you, let me know. Otherwise, good luck. Thanks. Bye.